need to vent about right now. Permission to let it out, Ashley.
Oh, Lord. Again. A fucking again.
To understand where this whole sending women to came from.
I want to know that. Okay. I really want to know that.
I have a question for you. Did you give my address?
No, I did not.
You're a liar.
Okay.
And you're manipulative.
Okay.
It's a mole in the groove.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about Basketball Wives Orlando, Season 1, Episode 6, and there was a lot going on. From Mackenzie to Rashad to Morgan and Ashley. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
Alright, so basically we start the episode off where we see Mackenzie and Rashad out horseback riding. And, you know, at this point, that's her man, right? She, you know, they're public because she got him on camera. So, I mean, that's her man. Cool, we can give you that, but we're going to segue back to it in a minute, right? So Nikki basically goes, we're at Nikki's house, and she basically inviting all the girls for a slumber party. She's like, look, I'm going to get the girls together. We need to squash all the beef, have a good time, turn up, and like do girl things, right? So we segue over again, and we see Morgan at home with her kids and her mama. Morgan basically tells her mom, you know, I'm not really getting along with the girls, and her mom just like, so have y'all worked it out yet? And I'm just like, obviously you don't know Morgan, because no, the girl has not. She's holding on to a grudge, and that's all she's gonna do, right? So, you know, we see Morgan open up a little bit more about her relationship with her mom and how she resented her mom for the dissolution of her parents' relationship.
Abandonment again. I know the situation between you and my dad, and I've always blamed you for it.
And now that she steps in her mother's shoes as being a single mother, she realized that it wasn't that her mom didn't want to be with her dad. It's just that her mom knew that it wasn't going to work, and she had to basically be strong for the both of them. And we find out that Morgan's dad abandoned her and basically went to live with his first family or whatever have you be. And I just think it's kind of trifling that you could just abandon a child and not even care. And not even like, that's like, you created that child, you laid down, you did what you did, and the woman had the child. So for you just to abandon that child is crazy, right? So I'm happy that, you know, she can open up and she can basically give her mother her flowers and just like, look, I understand. So I like to see that as well. So we segue over to Nick and Mulan. They're doing TikTok dance. They're doing they doing that, right? So Mulan basically tells Nick that, you know, my sisters were here, we had a good time, but when I checked my inventory in my closet, my Chanel bag and my was it 150K watch is gone.
Gone. Missing. Can't find it. You think your sisters took it? I like, in my mind, no one else has been at the house. How much is that watch? It's appraised at 150K.
When I tell you I would have hopped on a plane, you can imagine what's going to happen next. Oh, it would have been on. I've been pissed. Yeah. Mulan basically asked Nick like how she feeling about seeing Morgan at, you know, Nikki's slumber party. And Nick's like, look, I'm calm, I'm over it. You know, I'm not that type of person to hold on to too much energy, because that is just, it just doesn't do nothing for me. Like, I'm over it, we're good. But, you know, I feel like she's being very much grown woman, adult about the situation, because it's not that deep. Nobody really fought, right? But, you know, Mulan is on a different time. Mulan's like, look, I'm not over it, and at the end of the day, I can't stand dating with her fake apology. She's weird, and it is what it is.
Right, and when you do something wrong, bitch, you can apologize for it, take it to the chin, and move on. For her little fake ass apology, and you know I know it's not genuine.
So basically, someone from, I'm gonna say production, she said somebody sent her or DM'd her, but someone from production sent Mulan, Nikki, and, you know, Danny's live. And I remember seeing this live about when they dropped the teaser about Basketball Wives Orlando, about somebody getting punched. Obviously it was Mulan, and you hear Danny in the background like kicking and laughing. So that basically made Mulan even mad.
She got in the way and got punched. I don't care so much about Nikki making a joke, because me and her ain't that cool. But Danny, that's a different story.
So my whole thing is, for me, my biggest pet peeve is I hate feeling like I'm being embarrassed or I'm the butt of someone's joke. If I'm not making the joke, I don't want to feel like a joke, right? So that's where, for me, if somebody wants to be like, oh, Kiki and laugh, because that's how I was in high school, and I start taking names and whooping ass, right? That's where you'll get me on 1,000. Right. We travel over and we see Danny. She basically playing basketball, training, conditioning with her coach and slash trainer. And you know, I wish she focuses on her basketball career than Rashad. Like, it's over and done. Try to co-parent and focus on your dreams with basketball. The girl can hoop. You could tell she still got moves. So I would love to see that on the show of her basically, you know, moving forward in her career. So yeah. We see Rashad and Mackenzie in Minnesota, and they're having dinner. So Mackenzie's like, Rashad, I just want to let you know that you have such a special place in my heart. Like, I really love our bond, and I really think that you are the one for me. And he was like, yeah, you hold that close to your heart, don't you, huh?
And stuff like what we have is like very special to me.
You hold it close to your heart.
I do hold it close to my heart.
Near and dear.
She's like, so you don't? He's like, no, I do. I hold a special place in my heart for you. But you know, I'm not really too big on titles right now. I said, oh Lord. Here we go with the bullshit. So he's like, she's like, look, I'm not trying to rush into nothing. You know, I'm just trying to work on what we're building together. I'm not trying to rush anything. And he's like, yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I'm on a different type of time right now. I'm moving different in my life. So if I ever have a side chick, I'll let you know up front. So you have the option to pick or choose.
Person, in terms of how I move, even if I were to have a side piece or however you call it.
Basically the same thing Danny was saying in the beginning to Mackenzie, right? So Mackenzie's idiotic ass is like, well, you know, she's in her confessional. She's like, yeah, you know, what Danny said about Rashad want an open relationship, there's some validity to it. But the reason why he has side chicks on her is because he wasn't happy. He's happy with me, so he won't have no side chicks on me.
Danielle's comment of her trying to say the things about open relationship, but Rashad had side chicks when he was with Danielle because he was unhappy with her. That's not the case here.
I'm like, girl, you crazy? The girl is delusional. Like, because he's telling you, I want freedom. I want to be open. This is what I want. He basically telling her, like, look, if I have a side chick, that's what it's going to be. I had to tell one of my best friends this because my best friend, he was dating this guy, and the guy he told him from the beginning, like, look, I don't want nothing serious. I just want to hang out with you, you know, get to know you, but I want nothing serious. That's what he told him. I told him, like, look, friend, you know, he cool, but, you know, keep your head on straight. He did not, and he was just like, oh yeah, you know, he treat me like I'm the one, like I love him, he this, that, and the third. I said, love? Girl, Tina Turner said, what does love got to do with it? Get the dick and go. But, you know, his head was blown up, and girl got his feelings hurt when the dude was like, I don't want a relationship with you. I'm just like trying to get what I got to get. I'm just like, girl, I had to pick my boo up from the club. When I tell you I was ready to throw hammer fist. Rashad basically tells Mackenzie that he wants to be free, he wants freedom, but he really loves like being with her. Not love, but he like being with her. So she started questioning him, like, you know, do I make you feel happy? Do I make you feel free? Basically trying to validate herself and her motives and give her some type of validation.
Like, I give you that. Like, you feel like with us, I let things be natural and easy and that I'm not like forcing it or being your pearl out.
If Rashad is a fuckboy, right? And if he is like smart, the questions that you're asking, all he's going to do is give you the answers you want to hear, and it's only going to keep you there longer. And I just feel like instead of her asking these questions, she should be asking the real questions is, do you want to have an open relationship? Like, do you want to keep messing around with girls? Am I the only person that you're seeing? But that's not what she's asking. She's asking like, you know, do I make you feel free? You know, I don't want to be restricting. Like, do I make you like... It seems like a very one-sided situation where she's serving his needs, but is he serving hers? Right? And I don't think he is. So the next day we see Neek and Mulan, they're out and they're basically walking on the lake, and she basically tells her, like, look, girl, you know, my boyfriend's brother, you know, he got gunned down at a party, and it was at his album release party, and a girl basically shot him.
Ibrahim ended up getting shot.
She got emotional, and you know, it's really sad that people are losing their life over something silly as $20 entrance to a club. And you know, I send my condolences to the family. I wish them nothing but love and strength, because I can only imagine how traumatic and like devastated they are. So it's time for Nikki's slumber party, and she basically like, I just only want good vibes. I'm over the drama. No drama. Everybody have a good time. We be good. She has two house rules: no men, no phones. Cool. So all the girls start showing up. We see Ashley in the car with her husband. She's telling him like, look, at the end of the day, everybody got beef with everybody. It's about to be fight night. So if I have to pull out the bull, that's what I'm gonna do. He was like, yeah, do what you gotta do. He gave her the green light, basically. So, you know, we see Lindsay and Neek, they show up, and, you know, Nikki tells them like, look, I got this trophy. It's called the Girl Power Trophy. So whoever is like on their best behavior and like grow the most, they're gonna win this trophy. Cool. So all the girls start showing up. They turning up, and they were having a good time drinking, you know, really enjoying each other's company. So Morgan and Danny are the last two to arrive, and they already on the type of time.
I'm feeling all right, Lily. You sure? Yeah, I just want to get to the bottom of what's going on.
And Morgan's already pissed off because she's like, her ex served her at her home, and she's like, yeah, he basically wants to lower the child support and not put money into their trust fund, her kids' trust fund.
It's here in Orlando from my ex-husband about him wanting to lower his child support again and not pay the kids' trust fund.
And I just think it's just like, what kind of man are you to... Now, we already know what child support, the woman might be using some of it, whoa. Regardless of the fact, like, this is supposed to support your children. And it's just sad to see that he is trying to lower the child support even further for his kids. That's crazy, right? So Morgan feels like Ashley told her ex the address. And my whole thing with Morgan is like, where's the proof? Because you say you think. Where's the I know for a fact, here's the proof? She don't have it, so she's just going off of assumptions. Right. So, you know, they finally get to the house, and, you know, everybody's having a good time. They put their phones down, they're playing games. And, like, whenever I hear people talking about, oh, we're going to play a game, I know the bullshit is around the corner. Right. So Danny's basically playing nice with Mulan and Mackenzie and everybody. And Neek gets to, gets asked a question, and she starts crying because basically she's so... she's distraught over the passing of Dwayne's brother. And I'm happy that all the ladies, regardless of, you know, whatever had transpired before, they're over here rally around her. So I'm happy that they can be that grown and rally around her in this moment. Morgan grabs a card. I said, here we go. I had to drink my wine. Morgan grabs a card. She was like, look,
Need to vent about right now. Permission to let it out, Ashley.
she basically asked Ashley, like, if you need to vent, get it off your chest. And Ashley's like, okay, so do you want to go there now? And she's like, yeah, we can go there. So Ashley basically like, who told you that I'm bringing girls to your ex-husband?
Question. Yeah. And I asked you, when you travel on the road, do you bring women around to sleep with our men?
And I do not.
And you said that, and I left it there, but you brought it here.
Like, look, I asked you then about it. You said no, you didn't do it, but you brought it up here. So what's going on? And I'm just like, Morgan, she brought it up because you've been on her head top since episode 1, which is probably like a month that you've been on this girl head every time you see her. So that's why she asked you the question, because we already know what type of time you want. Right? So Morgan gets upset, and then she's like, well, I gotta ask you a question. She's like, okay. She's like, did you send my address to my ex-husband? And Ashley's like, no. And then Morgan's like, yeah, you're a liar. You're manipulative.
Did you give my address?
No, I did not.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Do you have my address?
I do not.
You're a liar.
And I'm like, just like, girl, how? Now, all the stuff before, yeah, she might be a little bit, you know, trifling and manipulative, sneaky, a snake, you know, all that. But in this moment, what did she do? You're, like you said, you thought that she sent it, or she might be the only person. Did she do it, right? So my whole thing is like, at the end of the day, you didn't look at production. Because production, they got your address. You basically have to sign off to have your kids on the show, which actually both you and your husband probably had to sign off on it, allegedly. So my whole thing is, wouldn't production have your address to send it to your husband? I'm just assuming. Be able to contact you because he see that you're filming the show, get in contact with the production company to send you the paperwork. Maybe I'm reaching, but I doubt. So for her to just blindly go after Ashley on this situation just doesn't make any sense. Morgan basically got her hands all up in her face, and she's like, yeah, at the end of the day, you was a hoe, you sneaky, I never trust you, blah, blah, blah.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
What I'm asking
Yes,
is,
you
why are
did.
you trying,
And you know you did.
Why are you trying
and you know
to
you did.
say?
And you know you did, so stop lying.
So you're gonna say I'm gonna walk. You're saying I'm gonna walk this.
Lying.
And then she's like, yeah, at the end of the day, you. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, girl, is it that deep? Oh. So Morgan's calling Ashley everything but a child of God at this point. And to be honest, I just don't believe that Ashley in this moment, if she did something, please let us know. Because I want to be emotionally there with you. And I can't be, because it's like there's a big chunk of information that's missing, which is, did she send it or not? Where's the proof? There's none. So Danny basically chimes into Ashley. She's like, why do you feel like getting involved in somebody's divorce? Like, that's trifling, that's messed up. So Danny feels like, Ashley, since you're a wife, you should be uplifting people and not tearing them down.
Like, as somebody who is a wife, you should be like the main person with that beautiful ring on your finger. It should be the main person in this group to be like uplifting women.
They pull Morgan to the side. She's sitting down. Because mind you, security's about to take her outside. They had her in the chokehold. So they're about to take her outside. So Megan's just like, you know, Danny, I'm so proud of you. I feel like you're such a grown woman in this moment. Here is a girl power trophy. Baby. So that triggers Mulan, because Mulan was sitting there on hush mode the whole time.
I'm proud of you today. Present her. I feel like you were full of when I'm getting a text.
So that triggered her, and she's just like, at the end of the day, Danny, I want to address you because I feel like you full of shit. And I'm just like, girl, where did this even come from? You was at the park. You was over here on hush mode. You was over here saying all this stuff, but y'all didn't want to fight then. But now you want to fight now because you had time to think about it, because she's just like, yeah, Danny, I saw you on the phone. Somebody sent me the live of you and Nikki. And Danny's like, girl, who sent the live? Production. And they just basically going back and forth, and Mulan called her all type of bitches. I'm just like, ooh, Danny, you good. Because she's just like, bitch this, bitch that, bitch. I'm just like, ooh, girl, who she talking to?
That's what your baby daddy, bitch. Bitch, you're a nobody. And no one would ask about Danny. Like you said, get on me.
Well, at this point, Mulan throws, I guess it was the phone, and you know, they pull Danny outside, they pull Morgan outside, and Ashley's in the corner like,
Yes, 911. Yes, 911. There's a girl here. She says she's trying to me, and yeah, she's tall. Yeah, you can't miss her. She got orange hair. Yeah, she's scary. Yes, I'm a white woman.
like, girl, I'm like, with all that security there, you knew you wasn't gonna be touched. But I'm just like, girl, do what you gotta do.
My name is Ashley Snell. There's a girl here who's been threatened.
It is what it is. I didn't think it was that deep for her to call the police, but at this point, whatever, girl. But y'all, that was Basketball Wives Orlando. The girls are really going around frantic, and it seems like next episode they're about to bring Megan into the mess, because Mulan basically feels like Megan has been messy. And has Megan been messy? Yes, she has. Very much so. But Mulan, you fix your mouth to talk about Megan's being messy. Girl, you've been messy too. Yeah. But y'all, that was the episode. Hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black View. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my